Trucker G here again.
Hi, Mrs. G.
Let's talk about choosing the right company for you. You know, what it boils down to is finding out what company works best for you. It really don't matter what other people say and what's worked for them or not. It boils down to what works best for you.
Everybody's different.
Make a list. You know, make a list of what you expect out of a company. You know, is it home time? Is it money? Is it medical insurance? Things like that. I mean, for everybody, it's money. I understand that. But sometimes you make a whole lot more money with less cents per mile than you do with the companies that have more cents per mile. So don't always take that into account. You know, I've seen it where one company will offer 60 cents a mile, another company offers 40 cents a mile, but if the company that offers 60 cents a mile only gives you 1,800 miles a week, and the company that offers you 40 cents a mile gives you 4,000 miles a week, which one are you going to take more home, more money home? You know, that's what it boils down to. I know me personally, when I'm out here on the road, the last thing I'm worried about is how hard I'm working in order to make that paycheck. What I'm worried about is how much that paycheck is at the end of the week, because I'm away from my family. You know, if I'm away from my family, I want to send the most home I can. I don't want to be sitting in the bunk waiting on a load, chasing miles, and that's what it kind of boils down to. You know, look at things like that. Some of the questions to ask these companies when you're calling, I know everybody always says, well, ask them what the home time is, ask them what cents per mile is, ask them what your average miles you're going to get. And those are all great questions, don't get me wrong, but there's more questions you should be asking. Me, myself, what I want to know when I call a company is I want to know those three things. You know, cents per mile. I'm going to want to know what my home time is. I'm going to want to know, I just lost train of thought. I'm going to want to know, the average miles. But I'm also going to ask him, all right, I'd like to know how much is your worst driver averaging? How many miles is he averaging? And how much miles is your best driver averaging? And I know I'm going to fall somewhere towards the upper range of that, me personally, but I've got experience. But somebody new coming into the industry, surely you can do better than the worst driver they got. So kind of average those two numbers out and figure out where you're going to fall. Then you'll have an idea of how much you can make. Another thing you want to do is you want to look at the different trucks that are in your area. You know, I sure don't want to go with ABC Trucking if ABC Trucking never goes to my area and I'm not going to get home, if home time is an important issue for me. You know, so that's something that you need to take into account. Does this company, do they travel in the area that I live if I want to get home? If I'm not worried about getting home, then
it's not a big deal.
It's not that big of a deal. Exactly. You know, just things you need to keep in mind when you're trying to pick a company. I guarantee there's really not no perfect company out there. I've yet to find a perfect company. The closest thing you'll find to a perfect company is the company you make. That's the closest you're going to get. When you're just starting out, you're not going to start off, more than likely you're not going to start off as an owner-operator. I don't suggest it. I suggest you get some experience. Get some experience, you know. But keep that in mind, that eventually figure out where you want to go with this career path. Do you want to continue to be a company driver? There's nothing wrong with that. Or do you want to excel and you want to
be an owner-operator?
Find something bigger and better. It's not for everybody. That's about my 2 cents in.
Sit down, make a checklist, and go to each company and ask them all the questions you have on your checklist that suits you personally.
Guys, appreciate each and every one of you. You have a good day. Be safe.
Bye, guys.